I have no idea. All I know is that it's called Betrayal. That's it. That's it. That's everything I've seen. And the only reason I know that is because Hash made a command before I even started, and I looked in chat and saw chat had Betrayal in it. So, that's it. That's all I know. Betrayed. Alright, let's go. Bloop! And there's an official trailer!
The ancient code of life and death is broken. A devious plan of necromancy, unrelenting and frighteningly efficient.
Who's the girl?
They call themselves the Immortal Syndicate.
Immortal.
I will do as you ask, so long as you spare me.
What do we got, a card game? What is this?
Have nothing to hide. Only strength matters.
Go on, do it.
Oh! Oh! Whoa!
Cold-blooded betrayal. That's what I offer.
Nico and Einhard, I called it! I knew that! I called that! Whoa, what's this skill? Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look at the fucking map!
They claim they are
fucking brutal!
They are not.
In the Betrayal League, you'll team up with Jun Ortoy to bring down the Immortal Syndicate. The Syndicate has 4 divisions, each with its own goals: fortification, transportation, research, and intervention. In each area you will encounter a Syndicate member. Other members can show up to aid their friends or sabotage their enemies. When the battle is complete, you must decide how to continue your investigation.
I had it all planned out. How could I lose? I'm better than this.
Oh, that scream!
Bargain, execute, interrogate, and even induce them to betray each other.
Starve the beast. Will not break it.
Your goal is to gain intelligence leading to the captains of each division. Raid their safe houses to pillage their supplies and uncover the ultimate identity of the Immortal Syndicate's mastermind. Each Syndicate member stores different item types in their safe house living quarters. High-ranked members will have better items. Each division has a different twist on item rewards. You will want to manipulate the Syndicate, maneuvering certain members into positions that are going to be the most rewarding for you. Syndicate members can drop veiled items. Take these to Jun and pick one of 3 options for the veiled mod. In Betrayal, the old cohort of Forsaken Masters have mysteriously vanished. Together, Einhard, Alva, Nico, Jun, and Zana have taken over as the new masters.
Yes!
Content has become the new master missions, including a simplified version of Bestiary where Einhard will net beasts for you. This expansion contains many other features, such as mastercrafting that doesn't require grinding master levels, a unified hideout system, and new skills. Check out pathofexile.com/betrayal to find out more.
If this lasts longer than 3 hours, I'm gonna go and have to see a doctor. Holy shit! Rip my entire sleeping schedule for 3 months. We have never, ever played as much PoE as we're going to play next league. Okay. This is fucking fantastic. Right, okay, let's go through the rest of it. Path of Exile Betrayal. In Path of Exile Betrayal, Jun Ortori is investigating the mysterious organization known as the Immortal Syndicate. Help her manipulate their ranks and reveal the identity of their members, uncovering the safe house and take down the mastermind. Let's go. Oh, pictures! Pictures! Oh, look at how gruesome that is. Look at that! I have so much fucking hype right now. The Immortal Syndicate has 4 divisions, each with its own goals: fortification, transportation, research, and intervention. In each area, you will encounter a syndicate member. Other members can show up to aid and blah, 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 blah. Alright, so manipulating the syndicate, that's really cool. Sort of like mini card game looking thing. I don't know what the fuck that is. We'll get to that. Raid syndicate safe houses, that's what we got told. Let's have a look at more of the screenshots. I just want to point out that this guy has 2 shitty life flasks and 3 mana ones. That's fantastic. Members of the Immortal Syndicate can drop items with the new Veiled modifier. Take these to Jun to unveil the item and pick from one of 3 properties for the item you receive. As you unveil specific modifiers, you learn the ability to craft these onto other items and can look forward to unlocking higher level versions of these. So that's what the unveiled thing looks like. It's got a weird, that looks cool. That looks cool. 8% chance to avoid elemental damage from hits during soul gain prevention. Interesting. +1 to maximum number of summoned totems. 18% melee damage, +1 to melee weapon and unarmed range on a belt. 20% movement speed cannot be chilled. What have we got in here? Damage with weapons penetrates 23% of chaos resistance. Holy fuck. A hybrid mod of chance to bleed and 57% fizz, and minions have 27% increased life and deal 31% increased damage. New masters, familiar faces. As Immortal Syndicates ascended to power, the old cohort of Forsaken Masters mysteriously vanished. In their absence, Aina, stupid beasts, Alva, Nika, and Jun and Zana have risen as the new group of masters to aid you. Their league content, including Delve and Incursion, have been added as core to the Path of Exile experience. Beastry has been reimagined and simplified. Einhar will handle the nets as you focus on hunting beasts. I am back, stupid exiles. Yeah, I am going to go ahead and say that that's a good point. All these new masters look really fucking cool, and Xena just kind of looks like a basic bitch in the middle now. She could use character remodeling to the quality of all of the other new masters. Right, okay. Streamlined master crafting. We have revamped the entire process of master crafting from the user interface to the way you acquire new crafting options. Individual mastercraft options are now unlocked by completing specific content, such as incursion rooms or delve encounters, rather than grinding master levels. Ooh. Oh, and look up here. Oh. You can be like, I only want to see ones that'll apply to a bow. I only want to see ones that can apply to a helmet. I only want to see ones that can apply to boots. This is fantastic. Unified hideout systems. Hideout, favor, and decoration are now shared across all leagues. You can load and save hideout templates and share them with other community members. And share them with other community members. Are you fucking... Relax. Relax. You need a bit of blood flowing back to the brain. Continue. We have added 4 new maps to the Atlas of World. These new maps are fleshed out versions of fan favorite tile sets in the Delve. The entire Atlas of Worlds. The entire Atlas of Worlds has been rearranged! The entire Atlas of Worlds has been rearranged! Yes! Yes! Rip EE and his giant Atlas thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I am very sorry. That is unfortunate timing. Whoa, this looks really cool. It looks really cool. New and revamped skill. Alongside other balance improvement, Betrayal introduced 10 new revamped skills. These include several completely new skills, such as brands and banners. What? What? Excuse me? We're making changes to Ice Spears, Vortex, Ice Nova, Arctic Breath, Tectonic Slam to increase their power and add new interesting behavior. Reworking Tectonic Slam already? Yeah, well, I mean, it was like Sunder, but worse, and it took away your endurance charges. So obviously that was a miss. So that's fair. I love this picture. Excuse me, sir. Let's come back to that one. Lancing Steel. Lancing Steel is a sword and axe attack that releases an impaling projectile and summons metal blades that are fired forwards in rapid succession. Enemies can be hit by multiple blades, though only the central projectile applies the new impale effect. Banners. Cast a banner once you carry it, weakening the enemies around you while buffing the attacks of you and your allies. War Banner gains stages as you kill enemies, while Dread Banner gains stages as you impale enemies. Cast a second time to place the banner, making the effect larger and more powerful with a bonus effect. Excuse me? Okay. Oh. Brands. Create a brand on the ground that attaches to enemies that walk near it. Storm brand zaps nearby enemies and deals damage in an area around them, while Armageddon brand summons destructive flaming meteors. Branded enemies drop the brand on death, letting it jump to other enemies. Create an icy orb, winter orb. Create an icy orb above your character when you channel, which rapidly lobs icy projectiles at nearby enemies. Channeling the skill causes it to build up in power, which starts to fade away when you stop channeling. Oh, shit! Oh, that's cool. That actually sounds interesting. Now, where's that one that wouldn't load? Was it this one? Must have been that one. Must have been that one. Yeah. Shattering Steel is a sword and axe attack that releases a cluster of metal blades that burst on impact in an outwards cone. Enemies can be hit by multiple projectiles burst. Shattering Steel has a chance to impale. The new effect is source and physical damage taken by enemies. Alright, cool. That's the least interesting of all of them. Powerful new items. Many of the 15 unique items in Betrayal have veiled mods, allowing you to customize them. Whoa. Many of the 15 new unique items in Betrayal have veiled mods, allowing you to customize them more than ever before. Betrayal also includes 5 new divination cards designed by our supporters. Excuse me? Customizable uniques? Whoa, that is actually... Whoa. Whoa, that bow is actually really fucking good. Whoa. That is so much flat fizz. Wow, okay. +5 to level of socketed aura gems. Socketed gems have 10% increased mana reservation, some generic plus to all stats, 15 life regenerated per second for each uncorrupted equipped item, -2 total mana cost of skills for each corrupted item equipped. What? Okay. Solstice Vigil? Temporal Chains has 100% reduced mana reservation. Gain Shaper's Presence for 10 seconds when you kill a rare or unique enemy. Excuse me? What Shaper's Presence? What? What? Betrayal supporter packs. Yep, what do you look like? That's cool. That's cool. Oh my god, that's so cool. Whoa! What the fuck? Look at it! fucking wallet. I can't afford this. Why would you do this to me? Ah, shit. Time like light can be reflected. No, not that one. Fusing the parasite with another ring has manifested. Huh. There were no survivors. It had only been fired twice. Play the video of the armor sets. How do you? Just wants me to buy them. Nice auto attack, buddy. Look, why don't I just change my pay, the way I get paid, so that I get just paid directly into GGG's bank account? How about we just do that? As a fucking cool portal. That is so cool. Look at the weapon! Imagine what that'll look like at 5 attacks a second. Okay, hang on. Alright, so Madiki sent me 2 lists, 2 things to watch. So I imagine this was the first one and Zigidi's video was the second one. But before we watch Zigidi's video, I want to watch the first half of this trailer again. It's just a little bit slower this time. Ooh. Go away.
The ancient code of life and death is broken. A devious plan of necromancy, unrelenting and frighteningly efficient. They call themselves the Immortal Syndicate.
That still makes me laugh. The Immortal Syndicate. That is just perfect enough.
I will do as you ask, so long as you spare me.
Okay, so this thing looks pretty cool. It looks like you sort of fight your way up and you get to like, it looks like you get to like pick which one of these 2 makes it further and then pick which one of these 2 makes it further, and then when you get to here you get the reward. So if you get the right ones up to the reward area, you get better rewards, sort of the idea. Kima, Rin, Leo, Gravicious, Hillock, Leo! $19 voice character. It was going to be called at one point the Immortal League. Well, I'm glad they changed it. It would have been 2 on the nose. But having them called the Immortal Syndicate is just good enough. It's just enough of a really subtle dig.
Strength matters.
Go on, do it. Go on, do it. Go on, do it. Do it. Cold blood.
Thank you for the follow.
That's what I offer.
Oh, this is just so... Alright, okay. Alright, okay, this is just... It's too much. It's too much, it's starting to hurt.
G'day, Ziggy D here.
Oh,
with
that's
an
what it
overview
is.
of Path of Exile's new expansion, Betrayal. The Forsaken Masters,
hit me, Ziggy.
our allies, have disappeared, and a mysterious organization called the Immortal Syndicate has stolen an artifact that can raise the dead. With the help of new allies, we'll be investigating the Syndicate and learning more about its operations across all of Rayclast. What has happened to our old friends is not clear, but perhaps the title of the expansion, Betrayal, holds some clues. Interrogation, coercion, and execution will be our weapons as we interfere with the Immortal Syndicate's supplies, fortification, and research divisions, while we're hounded by Syndicate assassins. Through our actions, we'll be able to influence the Syndicate from the outside while we pursue our goal of discovering the mysterious leader's identity so that we can bring the whole organization down. Essentially, in Betrayal League, we play the role of a detective investigating a criminal cartel made up of notable characters from Path of Exile's world. And this is a very character-heavy expansion with 19 new and returning voice-acted characters. I'll explain further how Betrayal will play later in the video, but for now, let's talk about Masters and the return of previous League mechanics. Betrayal is Grinding Gear Games' way of overhauling the outdated Forsaken Masters system and bringing back major League mechanics from previous leagues. Except for Zana, all of the old Masters are gone. Replacing them, we have new allies in Einhar of Beastry League, Alva of Incursion League, and Nico of Delve League, along with June Ortoi, who will be assisting in bringing down the Immortal Syndicate. Gone are the days of opening a box for Varici or slowly escorting zombies for Katarina. Instead, we'll be getting entire League mechanics like Delve, Incursion, and Bestiary as our master missions. Master daily missions will also be moved to the Atlas to better become part of the endgame of Path of Exile. Masters will appear on the Atlas, highlighting a certain map in which a mission can be found. And to better suit hardcore and casual players, these missions will be generated both daily and after a threshold of play is met, for example, after a set number of maps have been played. Master missions are going to be a much bigger event now as well, with, for example, Alva giving multiple incursions at once, and Nico giving enough fuel for multiple delves. Also, Bestiary, which was met with mixed reception, has a major overhaul that I'm sure many of you will be pleased with.
Ziggity is giving
No
me such a
longer will
boner
we
right
need
now.
to manage and use nets ourselves. Einar will come along on the hunt with you and do the capturing himself. In addition to that, each Einhar hunt will include several beasts and a guaranteed red skull to capture. Now, master crafting has been a huge aspect of PoE's crafting system since its implementation.
Whoa.
Now, master crafting has been a huge aspect of
It's just one bench. It's just one bench. There's just one bench for everything. Yes. Yes. Take my money.
of PoE's crafting system since its implementation.
Take my
and it too
money!
is getting an overhaul. The UI is improved, the crafting options list is expanded, but most interestingly, the way in which you obtain the specific crafting options has been changed dramatically. This is because masters no longer have levels.
Whoa, whoa,
So,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
crafts-
whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that. No more click, 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 click. Scour, try again, scour, try again, scour, try again. He crafted on it, and then the craft cost just appeared with the same cost as a scour. Oh, and that's a flask. And that's a flask. This is insane.
So, crafts are not associated with just grinding out a bunch of missions for XP. Instead, specific recipes will be obtained by doing certain challenges within the game. For example, you may obtain a certain craft by completing a specific room in the Temple of Atzoatl for Alva Valai. With this system, you'll organically unlock some crafting options by playing the master content, but you'll also be able to somewhat deterministically unlock specific crafting options by focusing your efforts on specific elements of the master content. To tie in with the master overhaul, the hideout system is also being updated. Players will now have a single unified hideout between leagues.
Whose fucking hideout is that?
Needing to redecorate each league.
Whose hideout is that?
You'll also be able to save and load templates
Excuse
and even
me?
share them with other players. Additionally, you'll now unlock hideouts by finding them hidden around the world. Locate and clear a hideout, and you'll be able to claim it for yourself, including one of the new tile sets. And finally, no more master levels means no need to upgrade the size of your hideouts. It'll be full size from the start, and you can invite all the masters immediately after encountering them.
Oh, I'm gonna need a minute.
Now, let's take a closer look at Betrayal League and how it works. The Immortal Syndicate are an organization that has figured out how to bring its members back from the dead without them becoming the undead. It's through this power that we'll even see the return of a slightly more intelligent Hillock as a fully voice-acted character. They've gained this power by stealing an artifact from the Order of the
Good old
Demon.
Hillock.
June Otoy has been tasked by the Order to investigate the Syndicate, and she's enlisting our help. Given that we often kill things and want them to stay dead, we have a bit of a vested interest in helping her out. We'll track the information we uncover on the Syndicate screen. The Syndicate has many members, and each of them have different relationships with each other. It also has 4 arms to its structure: fortification, transportation, research, and intervention. Fortification encounters will see you assault a fortified area protecting Syndicate supplies. These forts will be guarded by turrets, undead spawners, and barricades, and they'll be commanded by a Syndicate member. Occasionally, instead, you may stumble upon a convoy of supply vehicles being led by a Syndicate member. Your mission will be to stop these convoys in their tracks. Think of these encounters as an anti-escort mission.
It's exactly what it
Research
is.
encounters will have you
That's
invade
fantastic.
an underground research lab. The Syndicate members will try to destroy their research before you and June can take the intel for yourselves. You'll have to clear your way to the Syndicate members and stop them before they can succeed. Now, as you can probably tell, we'll be making quite the nuisance of ourselves by interfering with the Syndicate's fortifications, supply convoys, and research labs. Once you've caught their ire, the intervention arm of this Syndicate comes into play, and they may send assassins after you to try and stop your investigation. These assassin attacks are pretty spooky because they can come at any time. You could even be in the middle of a boss fight when assassins strike.
Yes.
Now, whenever you capture a key Syndicate member at the end of one of these encounters, you'll be presented with a couple of options of how you can use them to further your investigation. Interrogating them is your primary means of gaining the information you need to learn the identities of Syndicate members and eventually find their leader. Get enough information and you'll be able to uncover the location of the safe house for that member's branch of the Syndicate. Interrogating also takes that Syndicate member out of action for a while, which may be useful if they've been pestering you. Another option may be to strike a bargain with a captured Syndicate member. You'll let them go, but they'll help you change something within the Syndicate. Bargain is somewhat of a wild card in what the Syndicate member will offer you. They may offer to influence a relationship or weaken another member for you. Syndicate members will only strike a bargain if no other Syndicate member is around to witness it. They wouldn't want to fall afoul of their own organization after all. Encouraging a syndicate member to betray their allies may be another option at times as well. This will only work if there are multiple syndicate members present who currently share a relationship. You may, for example, be able to have them betray their commander and take over their position within the syndicate.
That's awesome.
Finally, you can simply execute them. Since these members can be raised from the dead by the syndicate, this is actually a noble end to being captured for them. Members who are executed may be promoted and even given special items for their loyal service. And this may make them stronger in some way next time you encounter them. Now, why would you want a syndicate member to be promoted? Why would you want to alter relationships and offer them bargains? Betrayal's reward structure is rather interesting. The safe house you uncover and attack, and the syndicate member currently in charge of that safe house, affects the type of rewards you can get. Because there are many syndicate members and 4 possible safe houses they can rise through the ranks to claim control of, that gives you a lot of options for how your penultimate encounter will go. With enough manipulation, you may even be able to have Hillock take over the fortification arm of the syndicate. And with how many years Hillock has been pounding at the gates of Lion Eye's watch, it seems only fair he might finally be allowed to be inside a safe house for once. The 4 safe houses are rather different, and the members you'll encounter there may well depend on your previous actions. Once you clear the safe house and defeat its leaders,
I'd just like to note that there's no Ellie Hitner right here.
Leaders' living quarters, where they stash their personal items. The leader of that arm of the syndicate will have the most of their type of loot for you to claim. In addition to that, each safe house raided will give you intelligence as to the location of the actual syndicate headquarters, where the mastermind behind the organization resides. Now, I don't yet have any info to share on how that final encounter will look. From talking to Chris Wilson, the entire theme of this expansion is mystery, and he seems quite happy for us to have a lot of things to discover for ourselves.
Calling it right now. Calling that right now. The key is already in the name. The people in charge of the syndicate are our old masters. End of story, no other option. Our old masters are in charge of this syndicate. I'm calling it right now. That is Haku, Elrion, fucking Katarina, Tora. They're the ones in charge. Just...
From a gameplay perspective, we'll be interfering with syndicate activities in the world and in maps, gathering intelligence on safe houses, and altering the shape of the syndicate's member structure. Once we have enough information, we'll raid a safe house, gather our loot, and continue our investigation towards the next one. After completing several safe houses, we'll then be able to tackle the headquarters itself. And after that, it'll reset and we'll take on a new syndicate. No, I'm not so sure how the lore fits that last point, but it's important to note that this is, of course, repeatable content, and with many different combinations of safe houses and syndicate structures to explore for different rewards, there will be a lot to discover in each investigation. Now, to speak more to the loot side of things, a new addition to gear and crafting comes with Betrayal as well. Veiled items have modifiers that must be unlocked by June. These are all new modifiers that can even appear on some of the new unique items.
Show me new things.
When you unveil one of these modifiers, you will have a choice between 3 options, allowing you to customize that item.
Whoa!
As an added bonus, choosing a veiled mod will unlock it as an option for you to mastercraft yourself from that point on. So, even if that particular item with the veiled mod isn't very good, you'll be able to take what you've learned and apply it to other items. The craftable versions of veiled mods also get stronger each time you unveil that mod as well, so you can craft more powerful items the more veiled mods you find.
Oh my god.
Now, as with every major expansion, there will be other content added to the game. Betrayal will add 15 new uniques, some with the veiled mods, and even new endgame maps brought over from some of the new Delve tile sets. Chris Wilson mentioned to me that with some players crossing the 10,000 hours played mark, they realized that those sorts of players could have spent over 100 hours in each map tile set.
Quite a bit back, actually.
It's important to them to add new
nearly
tile sets
11,000
every expansion to continue to provide variety to the place where endgame players spend most of their time. Betrayal also includes new and revamped skills for 3 different
Oh,
player
this is the
archetypes,
thing.
with a total of 10 skills
This is
being
the Ice
adjusted
Spear.
or introduced. Ice Nova, Ice Spear, and Vortex reworks have already been revealed, but I'll also
this
be
is the new
discussing
skill.
in
It
more
looks
depth
kind
2
of
new skills
okay.
in my next video, Winter Orb and Stormbrand. So with my overview complete, here's my final thoughts. Betrayal is looking to be a rather complex league with a lot of moving pieces and things to discover. It's pretty suitable then that the theme is heavily based around mystery and investigation, because that seems to be what us as the player base is going to be doing, in both the direct sense with investigating the Syndicate, but also in a meta sense, with us investigating how the league works. Personally, I'm a big fan of this, because my favourite leagues have been the ones that have had mechanics and rewards we had to spend some time puzzling out. Just last league figuring out in Delve how hidden rooms and...
Okay, quick point right there. Super important, super happy about it.
works.
When you enter the side
Personally, I'm a
zones, it
big
works
fan
just
of
like
this
Incursion,
because
where
my
it's no
favourite
load
leagues
screen,
have
no
been the
nothing.
ones that have
Love
had
that.
mechanics and rewards we had to spend
That
some
always
time
should be the
puzzling
case.
out. Just
Super
last
happy.
league figuring out in Delve how hidden rooms and what spoils the darkness held was a real treat, and it seems Betrayal is going even further with this concept. Not to mention that not only will Incursion be returning as promised, but also Bestiary and Delve.
This looks kind of
and this
cool.
promises to be a huge boost in the endgame
On
content for
a
Path of
better
Exile.
character than this. This
I think
character's
there is a
shit,
risk here
but
with this expansion that
it looks
Betrayal
really
could
good.
be rather confusing and overly complex.
looks really
It's
good.
certainly confusing when you're first trying to understand how it all works. But personally, I prefer this approach to the design because of how much it offers us to figure out and discover, and I think that's always been Path of Exile's strong point. It also feels like an expansion really dedicated
That looks
to
really cool
entrenched
too.
player base, which is a good commitment for GGG to make as more and more people start to squeeze multiple thousands of hours out of the game. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you have any questions, I might be able to expand or further explain some of the mechanics, even though much of the league is as hidden to me as it is to you guys at this point. But that's it for now. I'm Ziggy D, and I'll see you guys in Betrayal. G'day, Ziggy D here.
Okay, we don't need to see it again. My god, that's fantastic. I don't know that I've ever been this hyped for a league before. This looks so good. All the crafting options? Oh my god, I cannot. This looks so good. Somebody's gonna make me a hideout to start with. Probably coffee. Einhar's back. Einhar's back. There was a flask button on that crafting thing, meaning we've got beast crafting of the flasks back. We can get our affixes properly without spending 200 fucking alterations. Oh my god, I'm so excited to play this. I'm so excited to play this. I don't want to wait 23 days, 18 hours, and 12 minutes. I want to play it now.